You know how we're always taught that cause comes first and the effect comes later. Like you plant a seed and then you wait for the flower. But what if that's not the whole story? What if the future you want, the effect, could actually pop into existence the very instant you create the cause? Today we're going to dive into a hidden universal law that completely flips how you think about creating change in your life. So let's just start with this one massive question. What if that waiting period between doing something and getting the result just vanished? Seriously, what if the result you were hoping for wasn't something way off in the distance, but was actually embedded inside the action itself, right from the very beginning? It's a pretty wild idea, and it challenges, the basic way we think things work. Okay, so get this. Nature actually gives us the perfect example. Think about any normal plant. You have the seed, that's the cause, then it sprouts, and then way later, you finally get the flower, the effect. It's a straight line, right? But the lotus flower, it's totally different. The lotus is unique because the flower and the seed pod grow at the exact same time. The effect, that beautiful bloom, and the cause for the next one, the seed, they exist together simultaneously. This isn't just a cool biology fact, it's a powerful metaphor for how the universe can work. Alright, so here's our game plan for this journey. First, we're going to unpack the law behind that amazing lotus flower. Then we'll explore the incredible universe that exists right inside your own mind. After that, we'll look at how you can use this law at every stage of your life, whether you're young and trying to hack your future, an adult turning problems into fuel, or looking for real peace later in life. And we'll wrap up with the most important part, how you can actually put this into practice. Alright, let's get right to the heart of it all. This is the law that can literally change everything. So Nichiren Buddhism revolves around this one phrase, Na-mu Myoho Renge Kyo. Let's just say it slowly. Na-mu Myoho Renge Kyo. Now, this isn't just a mantra or some magic words. It's described as the actual name for the ultimate law of life itself, the rhythm that the entire universe runs on. And the idea is that by chanting this, you're tuning yourself into that universal frequency, making a direct cause to unlock your absolute highest potential. And the coolest part? The clue is literally hidden inside the name itself. The word Renge in the middle, it means lotus flower. And the source explains it's right there to symbolize that mind-blowing idea we started with, that cause, which is Ren, and effect, which is Ge, happen at the exact same time. It's the whole secret, hidden in plain sight. Talking about cool, what's cool is our brand new sweatshirt from our Na-mu Myoho Renge Kyo Lotus Da Vinci line. A Da Vinci inspired lotus circled by Na-mu Myoho Renge Kyo with Gongyo as the backdrop. This week, 10% off, use the coupon code COOL. Click the label in the top right corner or in the video description below. So what does this actually mean for you, like in your day-to-day life? It means you don't have to wait. The effect of a better future, more confidence, more happiness, more wisdom, it isn't something that's coming someday. According to this teaching, it's created and exists inside you the instant you make the cause. The seed and the flower are born in the very same moment. So if this law is the software for the universe, then what's the hardware it runs on? Well, it turns out the entire engine for all this change is already installed right inside you. Let's take a look at your inner operating system. The source brings up this other key idea called Ichinen Sanzen. It sounds really complex, I know, but the concept is actually pretty simple. Imagine that in any single moment, like right now, your life contains every possible reality or feeling. The part of you that's frustrated, the part that's hopeful, the part that's anxious, the part that feels like a genius. They all exist as potentials within you. And this philosophy says your highest, most enlightened, most powerful self, your Buddhahood, is also right there, ready to be switched on at any second. But that inner world of yours, it's not some separate private bubble. This quote explains that your inner state, your thoughts, your determination, and your outer environment are fundamentally connected. They're like two sides of the same coin. The world inside you directly shapes the world you experience outside of you. And that brings us to this huge, game-changing conclusion. If you want to change your job, change your relationships, change your whole situation, you don't start by fighting everything out there. You start by changing what's going on in here. You start with your own mind, your own core determination. That inner shift is the cause that simultaneously creates a new effect in your outer world. If you're still watching, comment Daimoku. Alright, so how does this ancient idea actually help us in 2025? Let's talk about being young. If you're trying to figure out your life in this crazy, chaotic world, you can actually think of this as a way to literally hack your own future by planting the right seeds today. I mean, if you're navigating life right now, you totally get this, right? You're just swimming in this ocean of TikTok trends, conflicting advice, and this insane pressure to find your one epic purpose. We call this a confused age, and it's so easy to feel completely lost in all that noise. So how does this whole cause and effect at the same time thing actually help you out? Well, first, by chanting, you're planting what the Source calls a pure seed. You're creating this powerful, positive cause in your life right now that becomes the foundation for your future. Second, it's said to give you the clarity to cut through all that static and see what really matters to you. And honestly, the best part is you don't need to understand every little detail to start. The key is just starting. The cause is simply taking that leap of faith and trying it. Okay, let's talk about adulthood. You know, when life starts throwing some real curveballs at you. The challenges really start to stack up. But with this mindset, you can learn to see those challenges not as things that stop you, but the actual fuel for your own growth. Are you dealing with burnout at work, drama with that one coworker, stress with your family, or maybe you're still beating yourself up over some past mistake? These are the real struggles of being an adult. We have a pretty intense name for them: obstacles and devils. They're the things that try to block you from moving forward and finding happiness. But check out this complete mind flip. This quote compares someone practicing this law to a fire. Now think about it. What do you throw on a fire to make it burn bigger and hotter? You throw on logs, your obstacles, and you add wind, all that pressure. It's saying that these very challenges are the fuel that makes your own inner fire burn even brighter. So what does this look like in real life for an adult? It means you can actually transform your environment. That inner change, that fire, will start to ripple outward and affect your job and your family. You learn to actually embrace adversity, to see problems as the exact thing you need to get stronger. And maybe the most powerful thing of all, you can rewrite your karma. Even the deepest, most stuck patterns from your past are not a life sentence. They can be transformed. Now, let's shift to the later chapters of life. This is when the questions we ask ourselves get even deeper. Questions about our legacy, about what comes next, and about finding a true, unshakable peace. This philosophy offers a way to secure that kind of future. You know, as we move through life, it's natural to have worries. We worry about our security, about the great unknown, and about being able to look back on our life's journey and feel a genuine sense of peace with it all. Those big fears can feel pretty heavy sometimes. To address these deep fears, Nichiren Buddhism gives this direct and really profound promise. It says that this practice ensures peace and security in this life and good circumstances in the next. It's really a message of ultimate hope that the positive causes you make now don't just help you today, they echo into the future, freeing you from that fear. Okay, we've covered the what and the why. Now for the most important part, the how. This is all about the actual, tangible practice that brings this entire concept to life. To make this super clear, the source gives us this amazing, simple analogy. Think of your life, your mind, as a mirror. But over the years, it's gotten kind of tarnished. It's clouded up by illusions, by our own doubts, negativity, all that noise we were talking about. And when the mirror is cloudy, it can't reflect the truth of your own incredible, brilliant potential. So how do you polish it? It's incredibly simple. Chanting Namu Myoho Renge Kyo is the act of polishing that mirror. Every time you do it, you're wiping away another layer of that tarnish, clearing away the confusion, and allowing the mirror of your life to shine with its true, brilliant nature. Now, to help focus this process, practitioners often use a tool called the Gohonzon. It's a scroll, but it's not something you worship. A better way to think of it is as a spiritual map, or even as another mirror. It physically represents that universal law we've been talking about, with characters that depict all the possible states of life, from anger to joy. And right there in the center is the state of your highest potential, your Buddhahood. So when you chant towards it, you're basically using it as a focus point to connect with and pull out that amazing potential that's already inside of you. So that brings us full circle. If every single moment of your life contains both the cause and the effect, if the seed of your future and the flower of its result are both present in this very instant, then there's really only one question that matters. What future are you creating right now? Our video on Nichiren Buddhism Explained is a 10-minute masterclass that gives you the exact framework to structure your daily practice for the greatest results. Tap the video on the left now